Have you ever seen her, that woman who walks with quiet confidence at peace in her own company? There is a light around her, a strength that comes from within. People may wonder if she's lonely, but what they're really seeing is the radiant energy of a woman who has mastered the art of being with herself. Walking alone isn't about isolation, it's about discovering your truest, most powerful self. This is a celebration of inner strength, self-reliance, and the unstoppable force of a woman wholly herself. A woman who walks alone is powerful because she already faces her own demons. She sits with her fears, her insecurities, and her past, turning inward instead of running from discomfort. In solitude, she learns to untangle self-doubt and discovers her own strength. She emerges with quiet confidence, unshaken by the world, because she has already made peace within. Facing her demons is only the first step. The true power lies in what she does next. The woman who walks alone doesn't just confront her shadows, she works with them. She becomes an alchemist of the soul, learning to transform her perceived weaknesses into her greatest strengths. She understands that every challenge, every fear, every single limitation is a raw material for her own evolution. It's a sacred opportunity to build a better, stronger, more authentic version of herself. This is the heart of self-improvement, not as a chore but as a calling. She sees her impatience not as a flaw but as a sign that she needs to cultivate a deeper trust in life's timing. She sees her sensitivity not as a weakness but as a superpower that allows her to connect with the world on a more profound level. She takes her past mistakes and instead of burying them in shame, she mines them for lessons, extracting the gold of wisdom from the rubble of experience. This is a conscious, active process. She reads the books, she does the journaling, she practices the mindfulness, she seeks the knowledge that will help her understand herself more deeply and heal more completely. This commitment to self-improvement is a testament to her profound self-respect. She believes she is worthy of the effort. She invests her time and energy in her own well-being, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, because she knows she's her own most valuable asset. She doesn't wait for a partner or a friend to come and fix her or complete her. She takes radical responsibility for her own happiness and her own growth. She is both the sculptor and the marble, patiently chipping away at everything that is not her true self to reveal the masterpiece within. The result of this dedicated inner work is a woman who is not just surviving, but thriving. She is constantly evolving, constantly becoming more of who she was always meant to be. Her solitude is her sanctuary and her workshop, the place where she refines her character and strengthens her spirit. When she emerges, she brings a more healed, more conscious, more compassionate presence into the world. Her power is not aggressive or loud. It is the quiet, formidable strength of a mountain that has been shaped by the winds of introspection and the rains of self-discovery. Healing has its own sacred pace. It cannot be rushed or forced. The unstoppable woman honors her journey, feeling every emotion without judgment. She listens to her intuition, knowing her path is unique. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory. Her patience is self-love, trusting that in time her scars become her strength and beauty. She doesn't seek validation. She's learned to trust her own voice, walking her path with confidence and self-acceptance. She lets go of the need to fit in, knowing her worth comes from within. Her journey is unique, her light is her own, and she's free to be authentically herself, unapologetic, steady, and unstoppable. Now here is where it gets really powerful. For the woman who walks alone, she doesn't just accept being misunderstood, she learns to turn it into a source of incredible strength. Think about it. When you are no longer spending your energy trying to convince others of your worth, all of that energy can be turned inward. It can be used to build your dreams, to cultivate your talents, to deepen your spiritual practice, and to pour love into yourself and your life. What was once a source of pain, the feeling of being an outsider, becomes the very source of her power. She recognizes that being different is not a deficit, it is a gift. It means she sees the world from a unique perspective. It means she has ideas that no one else has. It means she has a contribution to make that is entirely her own. She stops seeing her uniqueness as something to hide and starts seeing it as the sacred medicine she is here to share with the world. The shift in perspective changes everything. It turns her solitude from a place of loneliness into a creative incubator, a sacred space where her most brilliant gifts can be nurtured and prepared. This readiness to share her gifts comes from a place of deep inner security, because she is not seeking validation, she is not attached to how her gifts will be received. She offers them freely from a full and open heart without expectation of praise or fear of criticism. Her joy comes from the act of giving itself, from the expression of her own soul. Whether one person receives it or a million, it doesn't change the intrinsic value of the offering. She is like a flower blooming in the wilderness. Its beauty and fragrance are there, magnificent and complete, regardless of who is there to witness it. And this, my friends, is what makes her so magnetic. This is what draws people to her. It is her unapologetic authenticity. It is the light of self-acceptance that shines so brightly from within her. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin, who move through the world with a sense of purpose that comes from deep within. She doesn't need to shout to be heard. Her presence speaks volumes. She has turned the world's misunderstanding into her own sacred understanding, and in doing so, she has become a beacon for others who are learning to walk their own path. Don't mistake her solitude for hardness. She walks alone, but her heart is open. Her strength is found in kindness, genuine, deep, and woven into her being. She's been through darkness, so she offers compassion and a gentle hand to others. Her kindness is a conscious choice, her way of moving through the world, strong and open-hearted. And here is the beautiful secret that she has discovered on her path. The more kindness and love she gives away, the more it flows back to her. It is a divine law of the universe. A heart that chooses love is a heart that lives in a state of abundance. She is no longer operating from a place of scarcity, worrying that there isn't enough love or happiness to go around. She knows that love is an infinite resource, and the more you share it, the more it multiplies in your own life. It is the ultimate spiritual investment with a guaranteed return. This abundance isn't just about receiving love from others, although that certainly happens. It's about the richness she feels within her own life. Choosing love brings her a sense of inner peace that is unshakable. It fills her days with a quiet joy and a deep sense of purpose. When you are focused on spreading light, you have less time to dwell in the shadows. When your intention is to uplift others, you find that you yourself are lifted. Her kind heart creates a beautiful, blessed reality for her to live in. No matter what her external circumstances may be, she sees blessings everywhere because she is looking for them. Her loving perspective allows her to see the magic in the mundane, the grace in the everyday, a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of tea, a heartfelt conversation with a friend. These are not small things to her. They are evidence of the abundant goodness that surrounds her. She cultivates an attitude of gratitude, and this gratitude opens the door for even more blessings to flow into her life. She has learned that what you appreciate appreciates. Her focus on love and kindness literally magnifies the good in her world. So in the end, her greatest power is not her independence or her resilience, but the radiant love that emanates from her very core. It is the kindness that she so freely offers to a world that is hungry for it. It is the love that heals her own wounds and creates a safe space for others to heal as well. By choosing love again and again, she aligns herself with the most powerful creative force in the universe. She becomes a channel for blessings, a beacon of hope, and a living testament to the fact that a single loving heart truly can change the world. She walks alone, anchored by a deep connection to the divine, God, the universe, whatever you call it. In quiet moments, she listens to her soul, finding peace in sunrises, kindness, and resilience. Her faith is her strength, her refuge. She sees the divine in herself, in others, and in all of life, knowing she is both guided and a guiding light. She moves from being a passive passenger, tossed by circumstance, to the conscious creator of her own reality. Her thoughts, beliefs, and energy become powerful tools. She asks, "What is this teaching me? How can I use this to create what I desire?" She realizes she is the author of her story, holding the pen. She partners with the divine flow, planting seeds of intention and trusting the universe. She walks her path with quiet, powerful confidence, knowing who she is. This spiritual foundation makes her truly unstoppable. The unstoppable woman does not live in her past. She honors it, knowing every challenge and triumph shaped her. But she chooses freedom, letting go of old wounds, building her future on a strong foundation. Each day, she greets the present with fresh eyes, unburdened by yesterday. She's not defined by her past, but by the woman she is becoming. She is not shackled to her past. Her gaze is fixed on the horizon, building an incredible future. Her energy is creation, not rumination. She sees her past challenges not as scars but as seeds, each one holding the promise of new life. Now she witnesses her garden bloom, grateful for every season. She is living proof you can rise, renew, and thrive, writing a new chapter every day. So, as we bring our time together to a close, I want you to take a deep breath and let all of this settle into your spirit. We've journeyed through the 7 reasons why a woman who walks her own path is a force of nature, a truly unstoppable power. We've seen how she faces her own demons, how she knows her immense value, how she practices patience, and how she finds validation from within. We've explored her profound kindness, her deep connection to the divine, and her powerful choice to build a future unburdened by the past. These are not just qualities, they are pillars of a life lived with intention, courage, and grace. But here is the most important truth I want you to take with you today. This power, this unstoppable spirit, is not reserved for a select few. It is not something you have to go out and find. It is already inside of you. It is your birthright. Whether you are walking a path of solitude right now or you are surrounded by loved ones, this strength is accessible to you. The journey of the woman who walks alone is, at its heart, a journey back to the self. It's about carving out the space in your life, whether for a moment or a season, to listen to your own soul. I encourage you to embrace those moments of quiet. Don't be afraid of the stillness. Don't run from the solitude. See it as a sacred invitation to connect with the deepest, most authentic part of who you are. It is in that space that you will discover your own strength, clarify your own values, and hear the whispers of your own unique purpose. Solitude is not about loneliness. It is about homecoming. It is a powerful tool for a transformation, a crucible where you can melt away who you thought you were supposed to be and emerge as the woman you were always meant to become. So go forth and be unstoppable. Walk your path with your head held high, knowing that you are worthy, you are powerful, and you are whole exactly as you are. Embrace your story, all of it. And remember that every step you take in the direction of your own truth is a step toward a more authentic, more joyful, and more magnificent life. The world is waiting for the unique gifts that only you can bring. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Be well.